Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Complete to Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Prescott, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Diablos.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Jacobs, the ball.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's complete. Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
3 at the 40-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Jacobs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Phillip Lindsay. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
1st down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And what a big-time play there. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
8-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Raiders' 10-yard line.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
At the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Second and 11. Incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On play action, they'll throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big pickup of 38. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Our first touchdown throw for Prescott. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And his guys are going to take the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Rhodes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
This one winds up to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's Tyrone Williams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot from the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running is Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They're trying to get it to Rose, but it's intercepted. Picked up from the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
The Mexico City first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Elliott. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll find Hall. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Tanner Muse gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 42. Diablos 28. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 24, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up.
You talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some rolling over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The 20, 10, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception. reception. Here's Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
42.
As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, He realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play, first down.
22-yard line.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Here's Jacobs. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. Terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Carlson able to put this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
First down, Diablos.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
4th down, Prescott. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
He was brought down.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
Anthony Brown.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
42.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some